Do you have a serious problem with robots?
Massive. They're taking our gerbs.
They took your gerbs! Well, this game is Vindicta, and you are trying to kill robots that have slighted you in some way.
They took our gerbs?
I'm pretty sure they took your gerbs. So this game is called Vindicta. Hey guys, I'm CryptoSpook.
And this is Moriarty.
So Vindicta, unfortunately for me, only has one form of locomotion at the time of review. That's not to say that it only has one period, but when I played it, you could only move by the arm-swinging locomotion, which is probably one of my least favorite ones.
Oh, absolutely least.
It is not good. And then they immediately committed another VR sin, in my opinion, which has made me use grip to grip. Grip and hold to grip. So they said, climb up these pegs, and then they committed another one, and they used the same repetitive, like, rubber glove squeaky noise every time I grabbed onto one of the little handholds.
Oh.
I was like, man, this is not starting out well. I can't say I appreciate this.
So they have the climby movement, grip to grip, and they have repetitive sound effects.
Yes.
You were not happy at this time, were you?
I was not, but the more I got into the game, the more fun I had. It's honestly not a bad game. It's very pretty. There's a little bit of visual artifacting, but all in all, it's a nice-looking game.
Except it has arm-swingy, climby movement.
Yeah.
And it has grip to grip.
It does have the grip to grip.
And it has repetitive sound effects.
Yep.
Man, those are like the three worst things to have.
So the mission system in this game is actually fairly entertaining. They tell a story and they manage to tell it so that you can follow it and understand it quite easily.
Perhaps you should do the same and explain.
As far as early access games go, this one seems fairly polished.
I don't know, I mean, it looks like there's nothing to interact with, and it's rooms that you walk through.
There are rooms that you walk through, and I will agree that the amount of interactability was a bit disheartening, but I still think that it was not terrible.
Well, you said that there are missions and things like that, but you didn't really explain what that meant.
The game itself is a mission. The story mode is supposedly 6 to 7 hours. So as you go through, you are faced with security robots of varying degree, and eventually other people with guns. They will shoot at you. The projectiles in this game are very slow.
So easy to dodge.
Easy to dodge, yes. However, the amount of enemies they start throwing at you will make it so that that's not quite the easiest thing in the world to do.
Why is your head all tilty?
Because I'm swinging my arms.
Yeah, that sucks. Cruel. He even waved and smiled.
And if you'll notice, I waved and smiled at him when I walked into the room the first time, because I didn't have a gun yet.
Okay, so as soon as you get a gun, you will slaughter the innocent.
Yeah.
What do you think of the aiming?
I thought the aiming system was fairly accurate, but the projectiles are too slow.
Including yours?
Including mine, yeah. And there is a bonus multiplier, so if you can string together headshots, then you will easily multiply your score. However, with the swinging arm locomotion, it's like, okay, how am I supposed to shoot and move if I have to swing my arms to move? So obviously, you just kind of like move to one spot, shoot and move, shoot and move, shoot and move.
No running and gunning.
Yeah, and I love to run and gun. That's the best part about trackpad, is that I can use one hand. And in fact, let me talk about that for a minute. All these games that keep giving me two guns to shoot at the same time, why do I want to shoot two guns at once? I don't. Nobody normally shoots akimbo pistols. That's not like a normal thing for people to do. But in VR, it is all the rage.
Yeah, not unless they're replicating Hollywood.
Yeah, or I've got some SMGs with unlimited ammo, like in Hollywood. Then sure, I've got two machine guns strapped to my hands. But you can't accurately aim two pistols at once. You just can't do it.
Oh, you seem to be moving pretty quickly.
Yeah, the arm movement locomotion wasn't terribly slow, but it also wasn't terribly fast.
Perhaps it's designed to force you to look for cover?
That makes sense.
I mean, you actually do seem to be doing some Matrix stuff here.
Right? Dodging the bullets and stuff. However, I often forget about the arm-swinging locomotion, and you can very slowly inch your way forward by just holding down on the D-pad in the way you want to go. The reloads weren't bad either. I think you just hit down on the D-pad and it reloaded.
It's interesting that it doesn't include missed shots.
Oh, you think I should lose points from missing shots?
Yeah, absolutely.
And on top of that, I don't think that there is a way... Oh, no, I was wrong about the reload. You flick your gun up to reload.
Like a light gun.
Yeah, it's flick reloading.
Do you know what this reminds me of? And it's going to sound terrible.
What does it remind you of?
It's going to sound really bad. When you walked into this room and everybody started shooting at you at the same level, it reminded me of that digital homicide game.
Oh no, which one?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called.
Well, it was a digital homicide game, so it's probably not that memorable. I can't really fault you for that.
Can't remember what it was called.
I will say that the soundscape in this game was a little bit quiet. They didn't really fill a lot of the noise that should be here. It felt like what they did design audio-wise was good, but they could have done a little bit more. They could have added some kind of ambient soundtrack to the game.
Well, would you pick it up?
I don't think that I could recommend the full price of $30, and I think in its current state, $20 is a bit high for the asking price. I would say at $15, this game could be a good deal, especially considering how long some people have said the gameplay is. They've said this game lasts 6 to 7 hours just in the story mode.
Yeah, and if you're going to have a full price of $30, I'm totally okay with you doing that after you're out of early access.
Yeah, I don't think $30 is a very fair price to ask people to play your unfinished game. Mm-hmm. Especially considering the things that I pointed out in this review, specifically the lack of locomotion options, the repetitive noises, the unfinished soundscape, all of the things that I complained about. That's what I want you to fix. This is an early access game, so you've got time to sort these bugs out. I want people to play this game and make it better.
Seems fair to me.
So overall, that is a not recommend for me.
So there you go, guys. That's Vindicta. If you like it, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. But if you do like it, go ahead and check out another one. You'll see them up in the corner. And as always,
We'll see you on the next one.